I think we're doing a great job of that on these early days, and we'll see how we continue to do it. And it's not just the guys we brought in. I think they had two special defenders in Jalen Wells and Jerome last year too. So those guys are kind of going to lead us on that end.
It sounded like yesterday when John and then Isla were talking that they're trying. We've heard a lot about more of a screening-based kind of situation. There was some talk by both of them about getting Jerome more involved in setting the screen, which he'd kind of gone away from the last few years. Is that something you've worked with him on at all in training camp so far as a ball handler?
Yeah, we paired up a little bit yesterday, just going over like angles and screens and different reads, and But like I said, I think everyone's going to get comfortable in different areas of the offense. Basketball at the end of the day is going to come down to how is the defense playing us, how do we want to attack. Jaren's still going to get his ISOs, Jaren's still going to get the ball where he wants it. But I don't mean to keep going back to this, but it really is what basketball is. Like if Jaren has a mismatch, we're going to him. If it's better for him to come set a screen, he's going to have to come set a screen. Nobody's kind of above that. You know what I mean?
So for all the talk about system and style, there's sort of freedom to find that in the flow.
Of course. Coach is implementing a system that he wants us to kind of play in. I always say he's implementing guidelines. He wants us to play like this. He wants us to have this spacing. When you're on the court, you got to play basketball. Right?
And going back to defense, like because we hear about your IQ a lot, we hear about you as a player. Defensively, seems like over the course of your career with your hands, you've had really good hands defensively. What is it in terms of, is that more of a natural thing? Is that something you're watching when you're going against players? What are you looking for in those situations?
I think it's all the above. I think you watch a lot of good defenders, and the term playmaker is used so often offensively, but you watch all these good defenders, and it's really playmakers on the defensive side of the ball too. Like I see a steal, I'm going. I see a play, I'm going to make it. You know what I mean? I think that, and as you kind of get older, you get more mature in that sense too on the defensive side of the ball. But it also comes with the ability to kind of lead the defense with a voice of like, you know what I mean? Like I'm giving Jalen confidence to get into the ball. I know I make sure he knows I'm behind him in my help spot. I'm making sure Jaren's talking to him. I'm making sure Zach's talking to him. Zach's at the rim. You know what I mean? So just trying to give energy is infectious. I think on defense, that's really the main thing that you can give every night.
All right. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, guys.